voices.
Yeah. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it. One body, one mind. One mind, one spirit. One spirit, one mind. Gotta make the world feel it.
You can't raise your kids no more and knowing that we the Israelites. So now guess what? Your kids forgot. You didn't teach your history to your kids. Your kids never knew it, so they didn't teach it to their kids. Hey, Jesus, man, call us. No, hold on. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 22. Okay, sis. Listen, that bus can go, sis. That bus can go. It comes around every 10, 15 minutes. Jesus, that bus comes around every 10, 15 minutes. Don't get pulled away. See, that was the Lord. Jesus, come on back. Come on back. The Lord, hey, come on back, brother. Read Deuteronomy chapter 22. Matter of fact, finish Psalms 83. Because Monica, the Lord put the spirit on you to stand right here.
That's right.
The Lord put the spirit on you to stand right here.
Bypass this stuff, and it's not because I don't believe it.
Hey, but you know what it is? Your steps was ordered by God for you to stop right here this morning.
That's right.
To hear this, sis. This is extremely important. You got to know this, because you can't continue to walk around lost in this system, lost in the matrix. You can no longer be like that, sis. Read.
That the name. Tell my brother that y'all down here.
That's fine, sis, because guess what you're going to do?
It's actually trying to teach us.
But see, that you know what's so amazing, sis? You know what's so amazing? He trying to teach you that, and guess what God did? God brought you before the prophet so you can go and to let him know.
Right.
And guess what he's going to do? If he is really about God's words, he's going to do that research, and he's going to come find us. He's going to come seek us, sis, and he won't be the only one.
Right.
He won't be the only one, because God used you. Right. So you got to realize that you play a much bigger part in this right here, right? But watch this, like, just to prove my point, because you said some good key points, and Jesus did too. Read that.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
You hear that, Monica? That's why you don't remember that you're Israel. What's your last name, Monica? Thompson.
Actually, Jefferson.
Okay, Jefferson Thompson. Sound like the same person. There you go.
Right.
The same slave master to me. Jefferson Thompson. That's the thing. They took our name and did away with it. That we don't remember that our last name is Israel.
Right.
Your last name has power to it, sis. Israel means a prince that have power with God. So they took that name and gave you Thompson, Jefferson. They gave you these names, and now you're so proud to have it. We have family reunions. We all come together on one day a year, and we
don't have that.
Hey, and sis. But the thing is, the point is that our people glorify in those last names. Right. That mean absolutely nothing. You understand what I'm saying? Read on.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
So they, again, have consulted together with one consent, with one mind. Read.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against God. They are confederate against you, Monica. Watch this. Let's find out the they who was talking about. Read.
Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom. The tabernacles of Edom is the white man.
That's right.
You understand? The so-called white man came together with who? Read on.
And Ishmaelites.
And Ishmaelites, the Arabs. They came together with the Arabs. Read.
Of Moab.
Of the Chinese. Read on.
And the Hagarenes.
So when it comes down to it, they came down, the white man, the Chinese, and keep reading, actually give you some more.
Gabal and Ammon.
So you got African nations and you got Japanese. So you got the white man, you got the Chinese man, you got the African nations, and you got the Arabs. Read on.
And Amalek.
And Amalek. Amalek is the so-called Jewish people today, pretending to be you.
Right.
So the people in Israel today, pretending to be you, came together. They all came together to cut you off from your nationality. Sis.
That's right.
To cut you off from your heritage. To cut you off to make you think that you ain't nothing but a nigga.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So God is showing us here in the Bible. This is our history book. This shows us and it's telling us our history. Listen, this is where you come from. And this is what's going to happen. If you keep it or if you don't keep it. Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Go, sis.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the woman ain't supposed to have on what a man have on. Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So what's a woman's garment, sis?
Dress, bra.
Dress, bra. Yep. So what's the man? So what does a man wear today that women have on? Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. It hit you like a ton of bricks. It hit you like a ton of bricks. That's what it is, sis. God is this. We're reading about cross-dressing. We're reading about cross-dressing. Read that again and read it in its entirety.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
You hear that, sis? God said, if you cross-dress, if a man wear a dress, if we was up here in dresses, sis, you would look at us like we crazy.
Right.
Y'all teaching the Bible, but you know what? You know what today's society is? We ain't gonna judge you. Oh, the men, y'all can wear what y'all want to wear and teach the Bible.
Right.
But God said, no, cross-dressing, that ain't right. A man ain't supposed to be in a dress, and a woman ain't supposed to be in pants. Sis, you ever heard of the old saying, pull up your britches? You ever heard your great-grandmother, your grandmother tell that to a woman? They tell that to the men. Boy, pull up your britches. Nobody trying to see your rump. Pull up your britches. You understand what I'm saying, sis? Now you got, there you go, sis. Everything is upside down. Everything is out of order. Everything is wrong. And we don't even realize it. We don't even take our time to say, you know what? How do I get right?
Right.
How do I fix this? Because God is setting the Israelites back in order.
That's right.
God is putting his people back in order. And we don't even see it. It's amazing, sis, because right now, you see a bunch of young men up here.
That's right.
Where the old men at? Where the grown men at? It's supposed to be the other way around. The grown men are supposed to be teaching us. There you go. There you go.
How old is the big mamas now?
Hey, right. Hey, big mamas ain't nothing but 15, 16, 17.
Bring it out.
When they used to be 58, 60, 70, you're 80.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
Come on now. You
How
say,
old is the grandma?
grandma's ain't number 30.
Right.
30. You got a 30-year-old grandma.
How is 30 bigger than
Hey, but now.
She said the mama's is 19, your grandmama is 45.
You absolutely, that's absolutely right. But now the thing is, sis, is Tyler Perry right in doing what he's doing? Why? Because he's cross-dressing, sis. So with that being said, what you got?
Same verse. The woman shall not wear that.
Okay, no, I thought you were trying to show me something. But when it comes down to it, sis, he's right about what he's saying, but he's going about it the wrong way. You understand what I'm saying? Because God told us not to be cross-dressing. It's just like a bowl of throw-up. Would you eat a bowl of throw-up, sis? If somebody else threw up in a bowl and say, here, this is your food, would you eat it? That's how God looks at cross-dressers.
Right.
Sis, right now, that's how God is perceiving you.
Bring it out.
God is perceiving you like that because you're not dressed properly. Let's get the proper way for our sister to dress. Give me Timothy, chapter 1. 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9. 2 and 9, I believe. Read that.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9.
Read.
In like manner also, that women adorn themselves.
That Monica adorned herself, that she clothed herself, read on.
In modest apparel.
In modest apparel. This is all spiritual, sis. There's a spiritual reason why women shouldn't wear pants. You understand what I'm saying? When you in pants, sis, I can see all your shape. You walk by, and I'm going to tell you this. Why do women, before they leave the house, they turn around and they look at themselves in the mirror? To make sure they look good in their outfit? That they poking out.
Right.
That they got more booty do. Right? They looking at, okay, whoever could see that back there could see that I'm straight.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, sis? That's an evil spirit. That's a spirit that of lust. That's a spirit of lasciviousness that you're putting on everybody that's watching you. It's a spiritual thing why God said our women need to adorn themselves. Read.
In modest apparel.
In modest apparel. You know what modest means, sis?
Dress down the ankle. If you're saying that we
Dress down the ankle.
Right.
I'm saying a nice long skirt.
Nice long skirt.
Long dress.
There you go. There you go. Not stilettos, not 6-inch heels, and them pumps that got your whole leg showing. Sis, modesty is covered up. Modesty is covered up so that way you're not putting a spirit of lust on other men. Because your body is meant for your husband. Because ain't no such things as boyfriends and girlfriends. Like how we was just talking about. That's the reason why we got 15-year-old grandmas. That's the reason why we got 25-year-old big mamas. Because when it comes down to it, the commandments aren't being taught. You're not raising your kids according to God. You're raising your kids according to America. What America is saying. That's how we constantly are losing our nationality.
Right.
But God said, whoa, hold on. We're going to come out here today and we're going to show Monica some things that is required of me. Right? Read on.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
With shamefacedness and sobriety, meaning that you ain't in every man's face. You gonna act like a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Man come around, you know your position as a woman. You know your position as a wife. Sobriety. You're not sitting here getting drunk. It's not ladylike for a woman to be drunk. It's commanded for us not to be drunk, period. You understand what I'm saying? It just don't look right. Read on.
Not with braided hair or gold.
So the Bible ain't saying that you can't braid your hair and you can't put on the gold or jewelry. That's not what the Bible's saying. Read on.
Or pearls or costly array.
Read.
But which becometh woman professing godliness with good works.
You hear that? Being a woman professing godliness. As a woman professing godliness, that means you are letting your light shine, sis. That means you know your nationality. You know you're not American black. You know you come from the tribe of Judah. You are taking your name back. You are no longer a Thompson. You are no longer a Jefferson. You are an Israelite. You understand what I'm saying, sis? You're a princess of the Most High God. So therefore you must profess godliness by walking in godliness. By walking in the way that God wants you to walk. Get it, Titus chapter 2 and verse 3. Because when it comes down to it, sis, you have to be that example for our sisters that don't know. You got to be that example for our sisters that's sleeping around at 15, being pregnant. That's the reason why it's single parent households. That's the reason why you got broken marriages. That's the reason why you got abusive homes. That's the reason why you got kids that's raised up that don't know right from wrong. They want to do what they want to do. There is no stability. There's no order in the household. There's no order in the community. So I'm going to ask you, sis, what is the importance of marriage?
The importance of marriage.
Okay. Communication in what, though?
Everything. Like, I don't think your marriage will work if there's not everybody needs to say.
You're right, sis. So I'll say this, right? I'm gonna bring him in. Well, actually, sis, sex does play a part in marriage. You got to do that, right?
gotta have kids. Communication. You gotta keep the generations going.
You're right, communication, but this is what I mean, right? If I'm married, and if you're married, if we're married, right? Let's say that, right? If we're married and we communicate in the household about Christianity, let's say that. Let's use Christianity as an example. Let's say, okay, every Sunday we go to the Kingdom Hall, right? We go to the Kingdom Hall and yeah, you were right. We gonna use the whole. Hey, but sis, look, you gotta follow me now. Follow me now, and we communicate, right? We go every Sunday. We go to the Kingdom Hall, and we sit down and we listen to 4 hours of sermons about nothing, right? And then we sit down and we talk about how Jesus wept. We communicate, right? Let me ask you something. How did that communication change anything? It didn't change nothing. It changed nothing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, sis? Communication is a part of it. The correct communication is what you want to talk about. Because the reason why marriage is important is nation building, sis.
That's right.
God is rebuilding a nation. So in understanding the importance about marriage, if a husband is upright in God and a woman is falling in his line, in his order, you understand that God is rebuilding the nation of Israel back. Because guess what you're going to do? You're going to be keeping God's commandments, and you're going to be teaching your kids on how to keep God's commandments. And guess what that's going to do? Guess what that's going to do in turn? It's going to reverse everything. It's going to change everything. Everything that we see today, 15-year-old pregnant, 20-year-old big mamas and all that, God is going to reverse that sin. We have women in the congregation that are married. We have women in the congregation that are examples to the younger women.
That's right.
And God is calling you to be that example, sis. Read Titus chapter 2.
The book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 3. The aged woman likewise.
The aged woman likewise. Because guess what, Monica? You're gonna be at a point of, eventually it's gonna be a younger woman coming to you for advice. It's gonna be a younger woman looking at you as an example, and you may not even know it, but she's watching you. Read.
That they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
See that? Being in behavior is becoming holiness. The word holy means to be separate. So now the young daughter is looking at you as a woman that's not like the other women in the world.
Right.
She's looking at you like, hold on. She dressed modestly. She don't show her shape. She don't show her body. She's not always drinking like these other women. These other women's always drinking and getting drunk. She ain't always at the clubs. They always go to the club, but she say, nah, I ain't going. You understand what I'm saying? As becoming holiness. She's not always in a man's face. They come around every 10 minutes, sis.
I know.
I got you, sis. Hey, but listen, God is bringing this word to you. Go ahead, read that.
Not false accusers.
Read.
Not giving too much wine.
Read.
Teachers of good things.
See that, sis? You got to be a teacher of good things.
That's
And
right.
that's what God is commanding you to do.
That's right.
All right, so understand that? Check the information out? All right, sis, give us a call, all right? All right, sis, have a good one.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.